So welcome back and let's continue with the series of Python. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the identity operators. In the earlier video, we have seen about the membership operators and all. And in this particular video, we will see what is the identity operator in Python. So let's get started. So basically, the identity operator is nothing but it checks for the identity. Now, what is this identity? Identity is nothing but it is the memory address of two objects. Now, when you declare a variable, says you have declared a is equal to 5 and suppose you have declared another variable that is b is equal to some value, say 10. So, these are stored at some memory address, right? So, basically what the identity operator does is it checks whether that memory address at the particular point is pointing to the same object or not. So, we'll check this out. We'll see this in detail with the help of an example, because with the help of an example, you will get a clear idea about that. So, it is basically it checks for the identity. So, in Python, we have two types of identity operators, that is and is not. So, what it does, the first one says that the is operator, it says that if the two objects points to the same location, that is the main same memory location, so it will return true. And in case of is not, it says that if two objects points to the different memory location, it will return true. Now, we'll just quickly see this with the help of an example so that you will get an idea about that. So, basically what I'm doing, I'm declaring a variable, say a is equal to 20, and I'm declaring another variable, that is b is equal to 20. All right. So, in this case, what I'm using making use of is operator. So, now I want to know whether these both things are pointing to the same memory address or not. Now, see, this a will be stored at some memory address, say some value will be there, 2024 or something like that. The memory address will be there. So, a will be stored at that thing, and b will be stored on at some memory address. So, I want to know whether the memory address of this both are same or different. So, for that purpose, we make use of is and is not. So, basically what I am going to say is Python, just let me know that is A is B. So, when I say this and when I run over here, you are going to see that it says true. This means this both values are stored at the same memory address. So, in Python, you have you have a provision of checking at what memory address it is the value is stored. So, I just want to show you that at what address it is stored. So, we make use of the id function. So, simply say print id of a, and I want to print the id of b itself, so that I want to let you guys know that the memory address. So, you can see over here why this a is b is returning true, because the value of a and b, as they are same, as they belong to the same data type, so they are stored at a one location, memory location. Not, they are not assigned to two memory location, they are assigned at one. So, you can see this from the id function, you got the memory address of a. So, it is stored at 171. This is nothing but the memory address, and the b is also stored over here. But like now, suppose I change the value, so definitely the values won't be same, and not even I can even change the data type. So, first I will just change the value. So, you can see that I have changed the value. Now, we'll see all these things. So, you can see that our a is b returned false. Why? Because the memory address are different. You can see here the memory address of a, that 200 object is stored at some another memory location, whereas the b, that is having a value 20, the object b is stored at different memory location, and that's why it is returning you false. So, this is how we make use of is. Now, I'm going to change the data type. Now, suppose I just make it string. We all know that in order to make string, we declare those things in double quotes. So, now here the data type is different. So, again I'm going to run, and you can see that now my a, as it is a string, it is getting stored at some another memory address, and you can even see that my integer, that is b, is getting stored at different memory address, and my this keyword, this a is b, this operator this is returning me the result as false because it is not pointing to the same memory address. So from this, you have got an idea. Like suppose if the values are same, now suppose I say uh, here also if I make the changes as 200. So you can see my values are same, but in the first case it is taking that as a string because we have declared in double quotes. Whereas in the case of B, it is integer. So as though the values are same, but the data type is not same, so it will store those things at a different memory location. And therefore, uh, I have told you about this ID. By using this ID function, you can get the memory address of the particular variable, that at what address it is stored. Now I can even, this was about this, what I can even go with the sequences. I can even create a list, or say I can even go with a string. So first we will go with the string. Suppose that I write here WSQ tech, alright. I will just copy this same thing and I will paste it over here. Now let's see. So it will return me true because this both string are same. There is no, if I've given here no space, now you can see that it is returning me false because so so this is how we make use. Now it is a string, and as the strings now are same, so A is B returns me true because they are stored at the same memory address. Now, I can even go with the sequences. So, suppose I declare a tuple. So, in order to declare a tuple, we use make use of this rounded brackets. So, say I have some values over here. So, I have this WS cube tag. I have a floating point number. I have a integer value, and I'm just going to copy this entire thing. Just just a second. So, I'm just going to copy this thing. So, copy, and I will just paste it here. Alright. So, now you can see I have declared a tuple, and I am having the same values. So, it will return me true. A is B is going to return me true because they are stored at the same memory address. But what if I make this as, suppose with the curly braces, okay? So, suppose I have declared a curly braces over here. I am declaring a set. So, if I run this, as you can see over here is that it is giving me false because no doubt the values are same, but the memory addresses are different. So it's not like that, that if the values are same or the data types are same, so it will store it at the same memory address. It may be different. Now in the case of list also, this might happen. Now suppose I have declared a list. So suppose I say it's a list. In order to declare a list, we need to give a square brackets. So now I have declared a list. So now also it will return me false. Why so? Because no doubt the values are same, but it is storing at the different location. So basically what I wanted to tell you over here, that we can use this identity operator, that is, and this identity operator is checks for the identity. Identity is nothing but the memory address, whether the memory address of a particular object is same or not. So as I've you can see here, the description says that if the two objects points to the same location, the same memory, so it returns true. As and this is not is basically just the opposite of that. It will if the it is different, if the memory location is different, then it will return true. So we'll take that example as well. So here what I will do is I'm just going to take the same example, and I'm just going to say is not. So when I say it's not, so just a second. So just we'll run it, stop and run. So as you can see, it returns true. We have said it that if it is at the different memory location, then it will be true. So you can do this thing with the simple string as well. So suppose I have the string, okay, all right. So I will just make this a string. Now in this case, it will return false because as you can see here, the memory addresses are same and we are making use of is not. If I had done over here, made use of is, then it would have written me true. So we can use this with any of this. Now suppose I give here, I just write here WS cube tech. So in this case, it will return me true because the memory addresses are different. So basically what is our is not is doing that if they are at the different location, then it will give you true. So this was about the identity operators. We'll just do a quick recap. So in this video, we will talking about the identity operators. Identity operators in Python is nothing but it checks for the identity. It checks for the memory address. No, just point to be remembered over here is even if the value is same, suppose a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 10, so it's not necessary that your memory location will be same or not. So for that, you just make use of the id function and just you make sure that at what location it is. If the location is same, then it will give you true in case of is, and if the locations are different, so it will give you true in case of is not. So this was basically about talking about the identity operators in Python. And I hope that this is thing is clear, and thanks for watching and see you in the next video.